Hi all, I'm Danny, and welcome to Every Which Way. Today, we're talking about goldenrod, or Solidago gigantea, the giant goldenrod. Hey guys, so right now I am standing next to some giant goldenrod. This is actually in my backyard, so I'm going to show you what it looks like. Most of them are just about to bloom, which is the perfect time to harvest them. I'm looking for medicinal uses, so you want to think about where the plant is putting all of its energy into at that time. Right now, the flowers are about to bloom, so it's pouring all of its energy and medicinal properties into the flowers. So I'll be harvesting maybe about 6 to 10 inches from the top and using the leaves and flowering parts. Solidago gigantea is slightly different than the more common Solidago canadensis, also known as the Canadian goldenrod. Giant goldenrod has no hair on the stem and is slightly taller, while Canadian goldenrod has fine hairs on the stem and is slightly smaller. Both species have serrated leaves, however, Canadian leaves are much more sharply serrated. Giant goldenrod also has slightly more bitter shoots, but I'm making tea today and I don't notice a difference and still enjoy the taste. And it's worth noting that both species are edible, medicinal, and useful. So you can see on these few right here, the flowers are just starting to open and bloom. This is exactly what I'm looking for. So up from the bottom and from the roots, energy is being placed right at the tip top here into the flowers to help them bloom. Personally, I like to cut about 10 inches down from the top. This way, I gather the most fresh part of the plant. I made sure to only take what I need. I always make a point to leave some for the bees. Bees love goldenrod, and I don't want to be greedy. I've harvested just enough to make myself some goldenrod tea over the winter. I also have a second patch of goldenrod, further back into my backyard. Giant goldenrod is a perennial plant in the sunflower family. It can grow to reach anywhere between 2 and 6 feet in height at maturity. The leaves are thin, long, and pointed. They have 3 veins running to the tip of the leaf, along with slight serration along its margins. The flowers are a yellow golden color and create a cone-like shape at the top of the plant when in full bloom. So these are at the perfect stage where I want to harvest them with the blooms about to open. So these are all exactly what I'm looking for right now. I know it's a little more picturesque to make a video with them being all open and beautiful and golden, but realistically this would be what I would want to pick. They're still fine if they're bloomed. If you want to use them that way, that's totally okay too. This is just exactly ideal for me. Goldenrod are very common throughout most of North America. They are easy to identify and don't have very many lookalikes. In fact, I'm sure most of you already know it when you see it, especially after it starts to bloom. The yellow blooms are a common sight along roadsides and in open meadows. Goldenrod is often associated with sunlight, and in many cultures, the golden flowers are a symbol of wealth, abundance, happiness, and new beginnings. What could be more uplifting than that? There is a common misconception that goldenrod causes late summer allergies. However, this is a case of being guilty by association, because goldenrod is commonly blooming at the same time as ragweed, which is the real culprit of many people's allergies at this time in the year.
In fact, goldenrod can actually help you treat your allergies.
And there are many health benefits to using goldenrod. The above ground parts can be used for their anti-inflammatory properties, meaning it can help reduce pain and swelling in your body. There are also chemicals in goldenrod that can be beneficial, including saponins and flavonoids. Saponins are chemicals that can be anti-inflammatory and antifungal, meaning it may curb the development of yeast infections. Flavonoids are also anti-inflammatory and have antioxidant properties, including quercetin and camphorol. These chemicals help protect your cells from something called free radicals, which are cells that can be harmful by causing serious diseases of the heart and even cancer. Goldenrod has also been used to treat cold and flu conditions, as well as bladder and urinary tract issues, including kidney stones. It has also been used in the treatment of allergies and diabetes. You can also use goldenrod topically or as a salve to help treat eczema or small wounds. The most common side effect with internal use of goldenrod is heartburn, so make sure to keep that in mind. Also make sure you avoid using goldenrod internally if you have a heart condition, kidney disease, or are pregnant or breastfeeding. Here, as you can see, I am pulling off the aerial parts of the plant to save for drying. In order to dehydrate your goldenrod, you can place them on a tray or a basket in a cool, dry area. I let mine dry for about a week. You can also use a dehydrator. If you find any parts of the plant that do not look ideal, just pull them off and throw them away. These are 2 examples of leaves that I threw away. Before setting my goldenrod to dry, let's make some fresh tea. Using fresh leaves, I'm going to use 2 tablespoons per 1 cup of water. If you're using dry leaves, you'll want to use 1 tablespoon per 1 cup of water. It's time to store my dry goldenrod for tea. I like to use these glass containers with a bamboo top from Amazon. I'll put a link in the description below. So it's time for me to have a soapbox moment. Okay, so I enjoy using repurposed glass jars for the extra dried ingredients I cannot fit into my small tea jars. They may not be as aesthetically pleasing, but hey, it's good for the environment to reuse. I usually use pasta sauce jars and salsa jars. Pickle jars are perfect to use as well. Welcome to my tea bar. As you can see, I'm quickly running out of room because I have been foraging for wild ingredients for about 2 years now. Thanks for joining me today on Every Which Way. You think the hubby will notice? If you enjoyed today's video, please make sure to like and subscribe and help my small channel grow. Thank you!